I wanted to do this. This is an early morning recording. I came to sit outside. I'm in my car actually on this video. I just came to sit outside. I wanted some air. But I had kind of a dream, and but more so like a slight nightmare. But I wanted to record this. This message is for my boys, man, my sons, my 5 sons. And I wanted just to get this recorded, just to have documented for myself, for my sons, and for any man or young male that needs to hear this. It's not written down. I had nothing planned with this video. It's funny because man, y'all gotta excuse me, man, 'cause this is kind of it's kind of emotional, and I'm out. It'd be all kinds of strange shit going on at night. It's 5 in the morning. In this dream, I woke up at 5:11. That's what's crazy. 5:11. My 5 sons, like some bitch just walking around drunk. It look like the car's there. Inside, I see somebody walking, no shoes on. It's just crazy, man. So, let me tell you, I went out. I went out over here near where my grandmother lives. I'm going to the airport in the morning. Tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon, to Miami. So I was over here at my grandmother's house, right? And I just spent the night over here because the airport is closer to her than where I'm at. But you know what's funny? What's funny is I was out at this restaurant called Jasper's in Maryland, right? And I haven't been around this area so long. It's PG County. Anybody familiar with Maryland? It's one of the richest black counties, which is where a lot of athletes come out of, stuff like that here in Maryland. But it's just this area. But it's y'all just bear with me, because I didn't expect to do this video. It's a pre-record. But I'm out at this restaurant, and I'm looking around, and I'm looking at all the black people, man, and I'm sitting there working like I normally do with my computer. Now, I don't come out to these parts. Some people say I'm bougie, but just the way I live, I'm mixed with a lot of Arabs and other groups of people. Not really a lot of black people. And when I was out there working in those areas, it was a lot different. People out having a good time, talking, watching the game, and people will come up to me and talk to me about the art I'm working on, pieces I'm doing. They had intrigue, they had interest. Just a different vibe, but I can still do my work, do my thing. But when I'm out here, it's a lot of pookies. I mean, it's every stereotype. All the chicks got tattoos. I come in, they looking, you could almost tell that I don't belong, because I haven't been out in these parts in a minute. It's like, so everybody just looking, right? When I come in, I have my computer and shit, so I'm sitting down, because the game was on, but they didn't, for some stupid reason, they didn't have the game on. I don't know if that place didn't pay for ESPN or whatever the game channels on, Peacock or whatever. They probably didn't have it on their channel, so it was just strange. So I sat at the little bar. It was kind of crowded, but I got a little edge on the bar. Pulled my computer out, ordered a lightweight drink. I don't really drink that much, and when I do, I kind of drink tequila or what have you. Just had one, I'm not a drinker at all, but I do the little tequila, a little Patron. So I'm sitting there, and I'm looking. Every now and then I look up and observe the people, and I'm looking at the women are mean as fuck. I was sitting next to these chicks, and I asked her, anybody sitting next to you, mind if I sit next to you? She didn't even acknowledge me. I was like, okay, a black chick, of course. And I was just like, all right, well, fuck it. I just plopped up, set my computer at work, and she just kind of looks. She's on her phone. She just looks over. She didn't really look at me. I was just like, look at this. And I'm looking at the men in there. I'm thinking, I'm observing, like, the dudes are raised to be cute for these bitches. I'm observing all of this shit. The dudes are raised to be these pookie servants to these broads, right? And I'm saying, this is the black community. All the bitches got tattoos. They mean as fuck. Just whore energy, right? All the dudes trying to impress these. I'm just watching. Every now and then I look up and watch. And a couple brothers came up to me and asked me, well, one black chick that worked there, she said, I like you, what you doing, And I said, oh, I appreciate it. I complimented her earlier, little Pookeisha. But she was kind of cool. But a couple brothers came up, man, that's dope. This computer's dope. What you doing? They're more infatuated with the work than the computer, really. They may not know that, but it's more of the work. I'm doing my designs and stuff. And I decided to work until my computer died. I didn't get a chance to charge it fully, so I was operating off of like 25%. Then I maxed that out, and it just died. And I said, well, it's time for me to roll. That was my cue. And I think that was at 12:11. So crazy. But as I was riding home, I just was thinking, like, that is the environment of the black culture. What we call black culture, led by women. The women all had attitudes. They're all masculine as fuck. I mean, man, I'm telling y'all, they some man. I just went out because I'm not used to it being in such a cluster in my face. I see it. We talk about it and laugh about it. All the broken males, like all of them had dread. It's just typical. All stereotypes was in this one facility, right? But what's crazy about it is, I thought about my sons. Subconscious. And I'm thinking about all the moves that I'm making to better my children's, but at this point, my children's children. All the stuff that I'm doing is not for me. I enjoy the process. But it hit me in this dream I had, which was really a nightmare. I laid down, came back to my grandmother's house, laid down, and I was just a little tired, because after I work like that, I'd be tired. And it's like my mind be tired, man. Once I do a lot of creative stuff like that, heavy, for like hours. Cause the one guy, when I was leaving, he said, "Man, what do you do, man?" I said, "I'm a designer." He was like, "That's what's up." He was like, "I saw you doing your thing." He was like, "Damn, you was doing that for like hours." I was like, "Damn, was it?" It was about 2.5. It was almost 3 hours. But time goes so fast, man. And I'd be so tired once I get back. No joke. I'd be like tired and crashed. That happens a lot. You would think I was just worked out. But anyway, my dream / nightmare was one of my sons, but it wasn't one particular one of my sons that was with me. It wasn't just one. It was weird because they all had the embodiment of all my sons that were with me. All the youthfulness that they had when they were young, that I can remember them being with me. And it was just a straight. I was in a car. I think my baby mom. It wasn't one particular one. It was like the embodiment energies of all my baby mom, of all the chicks. You know what I mean? I can't explain. It wasn't one particular one. And my son was in the back. They young. So they was in a car. So my baby mama's friend or somebody, the embodiment of one of her friends. I'm telling you, this was some wild shit. Because it wasn't nobody in particular. It was just the embodiment. So I'm in the passenger seat. We riding somewhere. And my son was in the back with his mother. But she was saying something. The girl was saying somebody's following her. I said, "Who followed me?" This guy in his car is behind me. I said, "You sure?" So I'm telling her, driving around. Let's see. So he was following her, right? And this is some cold shit, I'm telling y'all. This is the dream nightmare I just had, y'all. I had to record it. So I'm riding. We ride. I said, okay, we'll just keep going. You know, let's see what this dude takes. So she was kind of listening to me. Then she was like, well, let me see. I'm trying to be clear. She just kind of sped up. I said, don't speed too much. I'm trying to see the dude's tags, this and that. And she was like speeding, and I was like, yo, you gotta slow the fuck down. Like, then it got crazy. So certain parts that aren't clear right this second, but I do remember, like, my son was like, what's going on? I said, man, y'all sit down. I kept telling her to keep him down. Sit his ass down, because this bitch driving crazy now. So as we driving, it became almost damn near a high-speed chase. And all I remember at this point, it'll come back to me later, but the guy that was following us became a Keisha in the car, another Keisha, and the pursuit, it was just crazy. The pursuit became even crazier because now I think it turned to a different car, and I said, okay, you stop right here, and I told her to turn off, then you get behind the car. And that's what we did. I said, so we can get the tag number, if anything. So the car just sped up and almost left us. But then wrecked off. We turned off, the car wrecked or something. Then for some reason another car came. It was just kind of a wild dream. But it was a Keisha. And I was trying to get my son and them out the car. I said, come on, let's go. And that car comes speeding up. No, this is what happened. The car came up, was speeding. So I looked, and it crashed, apparently. So I went to look, and that Keisha comes out that car with a big ass shotty or something, like a big ass gun. Like, I told my baby mom, because there was a little distance from him, I said, get them down, get out of the way, push them to the side, because it was like a wall or something to the side. But they weren't listening. I was like, get down, move. Because I couldn't get there in time. I had to get out the way because that person was going for the gun and was about to start blasting. But my baby mother, you know how bitches not listening, this and that. And they just thought, all I saw was the gunfire coming through like this little window-ish. And then I was looking at my son. I was just looking at him. Nobody. But they was just shooting gunfire, boom, boom. Then my son got hit. Now he didn't die in the dream, but he was like, you saw the pain, like, like dad, like, you know. I'm like, cause he didn't know, he's kind of a toddler, and I was just like, damn. I was like, told that stupid ass to move. And I'm thinking in my head, women don't have the understanding and reflexes that men do. You got a split head and get the fuck out the way. Even if you gotta push that boy out the goddamn way, he'll be alright, but you don't want him getting hit. You don't want him getting shot. They don't understand the severity of life. Which made me come to this conclusion, and part of that dream, right before I woke up, is that for some reason my son was an older boy in the same dream, right before I woke up. He was at a TV shop, and this is my son. It wasn't even, I think I was there, but it was weird. It was like I was almost embodied in him. He was asking about a TV, a big screen TV. And it was like, oh, it's 2020. It's like $2,000 something dollars. Something like, it was something to that degree. And he was looking like $2,000. Now he's a young teen. He was like, whoa, and that's when I woke up. I said, we didn't give them the fucking tools. We didn't give them the fucking tools of life. Do you know how crazy that is? To wake up one day and you are a grown man. You didn't get the tools to understand life, the world. Do you know how that creates the pookies in our community? This was in a dream when it just smacked me. The feeling of that. We don't have the fucking tools. We were left with nothing but to be able to fuck these masculine bitches and to be of service to them. And in that dream, I felt the pain of my sons, man. Oh, my God. They were once innocent young boys. Now, all of a sudden, you thrown into society to figure this shit out. The handicap that creates. And I don't really think we as men understand the severity of that shit, man. We talk about it, but we don't understand the severity of it. I mean, literally, it's a smack in your fucking face. Just like overnight. And I felt the pain of my son, which woke me up. I was like, my boys, I screamed out to my sons, man. I'm so sorry that I didn't know the things that I knew to give them a better shot. Lil Eddie, David, Noah, Nate, Messiah, forgive me, man, that I wish I would have brought you in a better situation. I was a young father, I didn't know, meaning early on, but certain things I did know, I tried to strategize, I did. My last two children, I really did. I wanted them to have a better situation, which they did, but the mothers, it was just bad soil, man. I'm doing this because I want my boys to know, man, I always loved them, man. I still do it. And I can only imagine the eye-opening experience of the world that they have to embrace, which forces our boys to pick and choose something to be a part of. I don't give a fuck. A fraternity, the alphabet community, something. They have to turn to something to be embraced. Gangs. Because we weren't given the tools like when I was in other communities. When I be out, I see families. I see structure. I come here, I see the difference. And I think about my sons and just what they were left out and the pain that they must have of understanding. I'm a young adult black male now. I'm not the cute little boy anymore. And all my sons had great hearts, man. That's what my mother said. She said all my kids were just sweethearts, man. And that innocence That's what I felt when that gunshot in the dream went off. I couldn't protect him. I couldn't protect him. And I saw his pain. He got shot, I think, in the foot or something. Whatever, he didn't die, but the pain, I saw the pain. And it hurt me. It was more of a symbolism, because in the dream I didn't go to check and see if he was okay. I was kind of waking up at that point because I saw, but what the message was, I felt that they weren't giving them tools to survive in life, man. And I had to do this recording, man. I worked so hard. I want my sons, I needed them to see the ups and downs. Man, this is crazy. It's so crazy. I missed them so much, man. And I just know what they're probably going through. When you young black male, you're not giving anything. I think that we underestimate. People make plenty of videos about it, but I think we truly underestimate how severe that is. And nobody fucks with you. When you become a young, I think about my oldest son, all that's been on my mind when I saw him. He don't speak to me now. All of a sudden, I didn't do anything to him. I was open arms. I embraced them. They came. I told you guys about it. They was over at my house. I cut his hair. I took him out to eat, gave him some money, hung out with my grandson, went to the grocery store. I said, man, you can come over here anytime. Y'all have. But he's mad at me. But I know where that anger comes from. He wasn't given the fucking tools. He trying to figure it out. He 28 now, 29. He wasn't given the fucking tools. Now he's going through it. Damn near to his death. Because he just looks sickly now, man. He just look weak, burnt out. He always high. I just want him to know, if you ever run across his videos, that I love him, man. I love you. I never was far away from you. David, same thing. I don't know what you're going through now. You know, I heard that you more built like me. Thick, solid. Lil Eddie's a little slimmer. A lot slimmer. He got that skinny boy look. But David, I heard, is built solid, thick, like my frame. I never wanted you to be apart from me, and I really wanted to make special provisions for you to be a part of my life. And if you ever hear this video, just know that I did. And I love you, man. And you know, I wish things would have been better for you. I wish you had a better start. Noah was always there. Well, he was the one with me the most. You know. But I don't want the other boys to be jealous of this. So, but he was there. He was the one that was there with me most. We had a special bond, and I wanted to have the same bond with all my sons. But Noah, you know, if you ever hear this, man, I know you probably have some memories. And I never left those memories. I never let go of those memories of you, man. I know you're a young man now. When you hear this video, you know, when you ever hear it, you're a young man, and he was always smart. He was always a caring kid. And you know, I'm painful that I couldn't protect the innocence of you guys to be innocent, strong young men. And Nate, saying, we never really had nothing close because you were kind of taken away from me at birth. And then you go ask your mom, what did I do to deserve that? You ask her. I never not wanted to be around you. I never not wanted to be there. So you ask them the tough questions. Messiah, same thing with you, man. We had a special little bond early that was severed. And I just want you to know that I named you Messiah. All y'all, I didn't name Nate. I'm just being honest. I didn't name Nathaniel, which is a cool name. But Messiah, I manifested you because I wanted my next son to be named Messiah. Because you're going to have a heavy burden to carry. You're going to have to be the one to do it. When I move on and try to keep the family together. Keep your brothers. You're the youngest right now. But you're going to do your best to do so. And also your part in the world. Your responsibility. It's a lot. But I know you'll be able to do it. Noah, same thing with you, Noah. I named you Noah for that reason. You're going to have to take on a lot. You're going to keep things together too. You're going to have to be the vision to keep things going. Despite all the shit that's coming down. David, same with you. We never had a chance to really bond, which I wanted to. And I'm sorry that you went through the things you did. I can only imagine. And I just wanted to get this recorded. And I just want to say I love you guys. I always have. And I just wanted to make sure you guys had the things you need to be your best versions of yourselves, the best possibility of yourselves, and to be men to go on to the world and do great things. And I just want to say I'm sorry that I wasn't able to deliver that for you. I truly apologize, man. But I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life to carve out a path to whom that chose to come down and to pick up the torch and do something with it. I'm going to give my last breath. I'm going to go through the shit. I'm going to go through it. But in hopes that someone of you, or maybe my future child, will hear this and take it upon themselves to pick up where I left off and do more with it and make sure that your children have what they need to better themselves. Because I fumbled with not knowing that I should have protected my seed better. My dad didn't tell me that. My dad didn't teach me that. These cycles just continue for black males, man. And I want the shit to stop. I'm sitting around that shit last night with all these pookie niggas, and just some black men, and I'm tired of these dudes on YouTube talking about, yeah, see, for black men, see, I use the same thing. Meaning, listen, black men and black males are different. Make no mistake. But there's still that underlying tone of black men that's still just so close to just, this is why they make the decision they make and fuck their lives up fucking. Because we're driven by our lower nature so much. We make the one or two mistakes could destroy our whole fucking future. And y'all know I'm right. Let's stop the bullshit, man. This is why I tell you guys about the semen retention a lot. If you don't want to be a builder, a founder, if you don't want to be that, don't do it. Don't listen to nothing that I say about protecting your semen. Don't listen to me. Just ignore it. Y'all can think I'm crazy, but I had to learn the hard way, because all I wanted to do without knowing it was just fuck these ratchet bitches. They weren't, you know what I mean? They all of them were fucking ratchet, man. The doctors, the nurse, all of them. I don't give a shit. The celebrity, whatever, all of them. So I'm saying, men, do better than I did. And I'm looking at these guys, a lot of these dudes want to fuck these Keishas, and then I'm thinking to myself, you get one of these bitches pregnant, your legacy is over. And I'm looking at these guys, I'm just staring at them, impressing these fucking ratchet whore. And the bitches that was sitting next to me had like an attitude. They left. They got up and left. A couple of bitches sat next to me. They got up and left. All the bitches were just leaving when they sat next to me. And I had my computer out working. I'm the only one in there working, being constructive. I'm sitting on the edge of the bar so nobody can bother me. But they didn't want to sit next to me, you know. It's just that vibe, man. You become a repellent to unconstructive, non-constructive, sabotorial, savage bitches and niggas, pookie niggas. The dudes are weak. I'm sitting amongst all these black males and none of them saying, hey man, you doing some dope shit. What are you doing? Hey man, I'm interested in this. I'm around all this black melanin and nothing triggered them to say, hey, let's do some collab, or what you got going on? What's your name? None of that. You would think the melanin is a trigger. We are fucking lost. We are fucking lost as a people. And I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life on giving you guys the tools you need to be your best selves and men, man. I'm dedicated to it. I don't give a fuck about showing off, being this. I don't give a fuck anymore. And I'm saying this out of love. This is passion. So I'm dedicated to the mission. That dream really made me think, and it woke me up. I had to do this recording. I just want to say I love you. I love my sons. I love you guys. And I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life of being the best version black man to you guys, for you guys. And to all you men that's listening that didn't have your father around, I know it's tough. I know it gotta be tough. Because I'm here, I talk to my father more lately, but he don't really have anything to really tell me on things that I'm working on. I love him. But he didn't really have anything to tell me. I couldn't really come to him the things that I've been through and gone through. There was no answer. I want to be able to have an answer for my son if they ever have to come to. Well, at least best answer I can give them of something outside, I don't know. Just have to figure it out. And I want you young men and men that's listening to optimize yourselves, man, into the best version you can be. I don't know if the message came out properly. I'm just talking. I just wanted to get this out of me. And it was just hard. It was just really hard for me, man. Just really hard. That dream nightmare was tough. So yeah, I'm gonna go back in here, probably lay down for a few. I beat the sunrise. I try to get up every morning before the sunrise and take a walk outside. So I think the sunrise is gonna be in another 40 minutes. But yeah, man, I miss you, brothers. I love you. I love you, sons. I love all of you guys, man. I do. And I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to push to my last breath.